Hey guys, and welcome back to my new video. So in this video I'll be editing my blog picture. So it took yesterday several hours to do it, and I had over 50 pictures and I didn't like no one beside this one. So I took another round and still this one was the best one, even though I don't like it as much. But yeah, I'm gonna go with it before I go and spend a few more hours to take it. So yeah, so first things off, I'm gonna go use my crop tool, find the size that I want, not too wide, should be kind of in between, like this, even maybe smaller. Depend where you're gonna post it. I'm gonna post it on Instagram, Flickr. For Flickr, it can be a bit wider, but for Instagram, not so much. So I'm gonna go with this, maybe like this. Kind of want to be centered. So we're gonna go on Enhance, Sharpen, and we're gonna 40 or 50. I would recommend 40 and get a nice and crisp picture. So I always start with the eyes. I don't know why, I just like it. So I use this Eclipse tool. So whenever I edit, I use it for everything. So use it with that. Start with that, then go with airbrush tool. It's on a 50, but since it's a wide picture and you have to go smaller, like maybe on a 20. I use this hard brush, and I like to work with a bigger size. And we go in, give the eye a bit shadow, make it more realistic, select none. You can erase the mistakes right away or after the second eye. I'll do it right away so I don't forget it. And again, this eye. And let's go in. Oh, I wanted too much, but it's okay. Erase the edges. You can go in like this a bit. So before and after. I'll go with the opacity down so it's not that intense. So now I'm gonna do the waterline, white color, and go in. I don't know, it's giving me a little bit highlight under the eye, make the eye wider, and I know it's overall cute. And of course I use the same tool for that, so it's nice and perfect. Go in, select none. Now you can use the same tool and go close to the eye, press delete. So all the excess that could be faded into the eye can be gone, like here. Select none. Now you can overlay or just put the opacity down. I'm probably gonna put opacity down. And as much as you can see, it's a bit in the eye from this side. So I'm gonna erase this part. Okay. New layer. Hard brush. Paintbrush. And let's go with a smaller size. This one. You can press twice if you want. Okay, I like it. You can also go with an even smaller one and put a dot here. I personally just add one, but let's give two. Go in the softer brush, airbrush, reset, new folder. And I love to draw eyeliners. I have one on, but I want it extreme. So I start here where this one starts, and this one ends up here somewhere. And then I'm connected, and then this one is gonna be connected to the middle of the eye. And then like this. Black color, airbrush, paint. I don't know, it's more crispy, more sharp. Like this. To the middle. Connect. It's kind of triangle just. Select none. If you want a kind of foxy eye, start here and connect here and just make a circle like. And then we're gonna add some in there. Let's make the brush smaller, it's too big. I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna erase the excess, don't worry. Select none. Erase. Here also, just whatever, you know. Airbrush, nice and crispy. Select none. Erase tool, like this. Like, okay. New layer. So now I'm gonna do the crease, and there's already one, so you can follow it. And if there's none, so you just make your own. I don't know, just giving the eye some more detail. And here we have also under the eye. For that I want the bigger brush, like this. Like, this tool is for everything. I love it. Like that. Just a little bit. Don't have to be too much. None. Now you can overlay that one. Like, looks nice. So always add highlight under the eyebrows. Airbrush tool, 50. Like that. And then I'm gonna overlay it later. But you can also keep it as it is. Just put a opacity down if you wanted more. Okay, select none. You can use the erase tool here to do some fixes. I think I'm gonna keep it more on the bright side. Just put a opacity down, but we can also overlay it and then duplicate it like this. Yeah, let's do it like this, and then I'm gonna put it in 50 so it's at 150 when I combine it. Okay, what do we do next? We can do the nose. We can add a little bit shadow in there. What I'm gonna do is, so the circle touches the nose on the bottom, and here like the brow, kind of that direction. You can pull it out so it's directly sitting on the nose, and airbrush and go in. Also the other side, so it sits here in the nose and the beginning of the brow, so I have to fix it also. You can also now let's go in, select none. Of course we're gonna put the opacity down. We'll go overlay, opacity down, and we can use the blur tool and blur out the edges so it's not that sharp. Okay, I'll keep it on the 34 so it's not that hard. And circle, let's make this nose button like here to make it look cute. Like, don't make it close, leave a gap. And overlay, put a opacity down, and what I like to do is use a paintbrush, small size, and just add a little dot on the nose, like where this one is. Just a random bright dot. New layer. You can also do is use airbrush and add some light in here, just this part of the eye. Overlay and pass it down. And since I have this dot under my eye, I'm gonna paint on it again. Try to get the same size and the hard brush and put a dot. Maybe I should use a smaller size and the softer one like this. Okay, pass it more down like this. Of course I can like the dot, looks nice. So what we're gonna do next is the lips. So the video might be long, I didn't warn you. Of course editing takes up to a few hours sometimes. So I'm gonna do it like that. Select none, and like this. Overlay, new layer. Can make a small circle. Again, try to make it similar to the first one. I'm gonna want to make this line. Select none. Overlay, new layer. So what I also like is replicate the highlight on the lips, and what I'm gonna do is airbrush, really a smaller brush, and a line, 2 dots, and a line, and I repeat this to give the lips a little bit shine. Should maybe drag it more down, but we can use the smudge tool. Go on a high one, kind of drag the edges down. Okay, now I'm gonna make a bigger brush, not too big, and I don't know if you know, but you can go here in opacity and put it down so you have a more lighter one. You put it back for the full color. So I'm gonna do it here. And use the smudge tool. And I pull it upwards. Use the blur. I don't want the top one to be too strong. So now let's zoom out. And you can see the lip shine. And you can go on overlay. Like, okay. So let me zoom back in. Gonna use the tool again, and here airbrush, then I'm gonna use it here in the bottom. Select none, and we can click overlay. Then we go with new layer. So now we're trying to connect the jaw, just this front part, invert it by clicking center eye. And I'll try to get a brush size as big as the circle, a bit bigger, but not too much. Like something like this. It's similar to this one, just a tiny bit bigger. So what I'm gonna do is kind of press down, so give the neck a shadow, and select none. Now we can zoom in and erase the edges. Use a smaller brush, smaller eraser, and just go in. I don't know, I like to add a shadow. And if you see a gap here in the middle, you're just gonna lift it up, kind of fill it like this, and erase everything around it. I mostly keep it as it is. I don't overlay because otherwise it will look orange. And erase everything that's on the hair, and put on opacity as much as you want. Let's see, there's some here. I'm gonna hide this layer for now, and I'll go ahead and fix the neck because I used some shadows while I was taking the picture. I see some shadows on the neck. I'm gonna pick up this color airbrush tool, 50, and just go in like this, picking the color underneath it, and just go up like that. Use the smudge tool to drag it down and also up. Let me see before and after. And when the shadow comes on top, it looks right better. Click on the color. Let's go here where it's a bit brighter. I want to get rid of the redness. Of course, it's like burned. It looks weird now. Don't worry, you're gonna fix it. I'll go more in the pink. And we always go up here, closer to the face. Erase tool. We're gonna use the smudge tool. 50. And kind of drag it in the edges, just so blur them out. Also the blur tool. Let's use the highlight. So you're gonna add some shadow also here. Okay. Big size. Select none. Let me zoom out and overlay. So open a new layer, and I'm gonna follow this kind of bangs shape. Of course, I like to add details to the hair and overall give it shadow like you would have anyways. Like, and also this side. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna erase here. And you can do it, pass it down, but not too much. And I'll add more details on the top here. More shadow, I mean. Okay, so you can set in the same layer, use the clips tool, and oh, I need a bigger brush. Give some light to the strands, especially since light is hitting it. Oh, that's so much. Only should set an edge, especially since this one is really thin. So here's not much light, but I still want to add some. So we have a new layer, Eclipse tool, gonna make a circle, connecting the hair, and softer brush, airbrush on a higher one, and add shadow. Select none, it's a bit too much on the forehead side. Erase tool. Okay, you put opacity down. I always add shadows everywhere, but like I said, I'm not gonna add it to clothing since I have to plug it, and I don't want the designer to look at it and see like, what the heck is this? That's not how I made it. So yeah, so just adding extra shadows on the body, like here, like this, and just this part can be however. Okay, 50. Okay, select none. If you made any mistakes, erase it right away, otherwise you're gonna forget it. Like this. Then this side. Then here. Try to stay as close as possible to the skin. It's better that it's on the skin than here on the leg. Select none. So you want to have shadows wherever skins touch. Also here. I just made a random circle. Also for the legs. Can we do it in parts so I don't have to zoom out too much? Airbrush. Okay. You do this all on the one and same layer. Okay. Select none. Now I'm gonna overlay it. So it's really soft and decent. Might put it even lower. Here. And here. I don't know if you watch TikTok trends. Basically when you do it like that, it's kinda lifting the face. I don't know why I need that, but yeah. Need to blend this also later, so we don't keep it as it is. Here are the points that I have brightness and light. So this part. I'll start with the face first and then I'll move to the body. Smudge tool. Left and right, blur it. So move up and down. Okay. Zoom out a bit. You can add additional. No, and go with the overlay. Okay, gonna put opacity down so it's not that strong. Okay, I like it like that. I want to smudge this one on the chin a bit more. Here in the forehead. Perfect. New layer. Now let's start with the body lights. So what I want some is here on the shoulders. So I'm gonna use the tool as always. Try to lay down perfectly. Like this. Don't make it too thick. Let's keep it thin. So also here we already see a light. Let's make this one longer. Let's say we want it like this. Okay. Select none. Erase everything that's outside. Also here. So I'm gonna blur it down so it's not infecting the product too much. Okay, now the sugar's thinner. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit overlay and blur wherever it's too strong. You can also go down and click hard edge or here, right, and blur it out nicely. And you can go hard edge. But I love smudge tool more. Like while moving it, it's kind of blurring out. I'm gonna push a bit in. Okay, then inside to blur it out. Okay, 50. And I would say that's it for the editing part. So what I'm gonna do now is duplicate the first picture and hide it. Now I'm gonna merge everything together, pressing Ctrl L, M, and merge. So I can show you the before and after. Maybe I should go closer, but it's okay. As you can see, let me zoom in on the face. Before, after. And now what we're gonna do is duplicate this one because we're gonna color correct now. And again, color balance. We'll start with the shadows. Go left and right. Pay attention to the shadows. And it's mostly shadows on the body and the environment. So I don't want it too much. Okay, let me go on the darker side. Shadows. If I go on this way, it's ugly. And this way only gets better, you know. But I never go over 10. Same with the 2. Now the midtones. Okay, I like this one more. But let's go on a lower one. 8, maybe, I don't know. So with a 6. Okay. Let's go left and right. Now the highlights finally. Oh. So if you want your avatar to look more tan, you go this direction. Okay, here I want it brighter. Let's give this a little bit more highlight. Here you have between purple. And yeah, I want more color, so it's gonna give me more color in the background also. Okay, so you can do the first comparison. I'm gonna make another layer. Duplicate this one, so I can show you the differences the more we add on. Brightness and contrast, also super important. I'll go with the brightness mostly back and contrast forward. Like, look at it. So let me show you here the difference. And as you can see, it's giving more color, more vibrancy. And I'm even gonna duplicate this layer to balance it out with the curves. And I make 3 dots. The first one is here. I want it more brighter. Look how cool that one looks. Then here the middle. That's where I make it brighter, even brighter, you know? Okay, like this. So let's compare these two. Let me zoom it even more out so you can see better. Maybe on a 50. Look, this gives us more brightness. So, unedited, first color correct, second color correct, third color correct. And of course, if you do it like that, you can play with opacities to perfect it. I'm going to 25 so I can see better. And I like it like that. So basically, I can merge them all down beside the first one that was the original. So this is the color corrected one, and this is the original. Like, look how bright the colors are. Should have kept the one that is edited so we can see better. But just look at the environment. Look how faded and washed out this one looks, and how good this one looks. So let's erase this one. Let's get the original one. Now what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of effects, a little more brightness, light, more texture to it. And I have a folder with effects where I have kind of the sunlight and stuff like that. So like this, like I said, this left side is the sunny one. And I'm gonna stretch it out. First I'm gonna keep it like this so I can see well what is going. And I want it like this. You can stretch it however you like it. Okay, I want it more up. So we have to stretch it more down. Okay, what we're gonna do now is click on screen. Then we're gonna click here, right click, add layer mask, black full transparency. And now we use the white one, white color, airbrush. Since the picture is massive, since this on 25 is already massive, so we're gonna have a bigger brush. And of course we're gonna paint now to bring back what was there before, like the sunlight. So you can see particles and you add them where you want them to. So I'm gonna add here a bit on the bottoms. You can add on your avatar a bit. You also give it a little bit more brightness. And I could go like all in, but I don't like the other particles on it. And if you want to erase something, go with the black color and like remove it that way, because you cannot erase it with an eraser. So let's see. I like the sunlight that is coming in, so you can add more of course. So let's see what else I have. And you can download them on Google, by the way. I like this one. So this is one, that one is a GIF. So it's animated, and of course there's more layer to it, so I have to delete it. Just keep one picture. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one. And erase the rest. So just keep one. Okay, that one. Okay, now resize. Like the shape of it is weird. but we're just gonna add it here and there. Keep it at the size of the picture. Screen. A layer mask. And now we can choose where we want it. So I want it here by the tree, and as you can see how they have this effect. If it's too much again, erase this part here and just add it here and there, not too much. Like I said, the shape of it, it's a bit weird, but I like it for here and there. So let's add it here where the sunlight is. Here's some specks of it, kind of reflection from the sunlight, say like that. Let's see, like you can add it here and there and then just erase it where you think it's too much. Okay, like it up here. And now I'm just gonna remove it where I don't like it. I like this one here. I like that one over there. Here it's too much. Here it's kind of good, but I'll keep it here in the flowers, as you can see. Again, switch the brush. Erase that one. I think the one I have now look good. I don't want to go out too much with it. Okay, this one not that perfect. Okay, open a new layer, see what else I have that I can add on. And I love these particles, this just dots. Stretch it out like this. Screen, and then we're gonna add layer mask, white color, and let's bring those particles in. Let me see where they are. It's mostly centered around the body, but let's see. Yeah, there they are. I don't want it on that dress, so that's gonna go. So we're gonna merge them all together now. Ctrl M, and we can see the before and after, the light effects. Like it's bringing more life to the picture. So what you can also do is go again. Let's duplicate this one. Go color, and I can go brightness and contrast. Since with this add-ons, it's kind of making the picture more brighter. So just can go ahead and just fix it up a bit if you want. If not, it's okay. It's not that dramatic. Like as you can see, bring the color back. So we can delete this one. You can delete this one, and this is the final product. So by the way guys, the outfit is by Irish. I get accepted to blog for them the other day, and of course it's my first picture and I tried to make it really good so they don't regret getting me. So yeah, so anyways guys, this is it for this video. As I said, you can find the outfit in my Flickr in the description down below, and if you have any other suggestions, let me know. And I'm sorry for slacking off, but I have so many new video ideas, so I'm gonna make brand new videos. And yeah, so be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Bye.
I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss, I'm a shine.